Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to the Murfreesboro.com podcast. I am John Icari, your host, and we have a very special episode today. We were just joking, 1,000 pounds of beef up here on the table. We got a very dear friend of mine I've known for 15 years.
Plus years.
I don't know.
Might be crawling 20 now.
I don't know. Old neighbors, the whole 9 yards. Yeah. We got Patrick over there. We got Doug, and then Cleve. But you guys are starting, well, I wouldn't say starting a new business, but you're kind of teaming up to enhance a business you've already started, which we'll get to in a second. But I'm going to start with Mr. Clean over there, Patrick, if you don't mind. Big old Patrick over there. So what's your part in this? What do you do? All that sort of stuff.
So Doug and I got together not long ago, and we had discussed how we could add an addition on to what he's already doing. We reflected back on days of COVID where people were forced to stay home and work out. And we wanted to bring that back in a sense of allowing those that don't have the time to get to the gym. I know everybody says you can find time, but there's busy lives going on. We wanted to be able to offer it like in a Zoom format so that someone could do it from their home. Yeah. And this class is going to be called Dumbbells and Bands because that's all that's needed.
There you go.
It's going to be offered Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we're excited about it.
Yeah, there you go. So Doug, Heavy D, that's what everybody knows you as. So how did all this start? You're kind of the anchor of all this, right?
Yeah, I started Heavy D training in 2009. I had a guy, he came in the gym. This is when I owned my own gym in Smyrna. He came in the gym, and he always worked out same time as I did. And he said, man, every time I come in here, you're going extremely heavy. He said, I got the perfect nickname for you. I said, what's that? He said, Heavy D.
There you go.
So it kind of stuck. That's where the name come from. So then I just formulated Heavy D training. And then, so started 2009, and then I work with, a lot of people think I only work with competitors, and that's not true. I do work with a lot of competitors, but lifestyle as well. And it got to the point where the Heavy D train just kept growing and growing, and I needed some help. So
I got you.
Brought Cleve on. Cleve trains a lot of people at Olympus. It's his full-time job. And then Patrick as well. And then, so Patrick is fixing to start the online program.
Oh, so you're doing the online part?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Yes.
All right, we'll get back into that one here in a minute. But over to the man with the biggest forearms in the room. My God, I just looked over. I was like,
it's just an illusion, man.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's a giant man next to me. So, Cleve, what's your part in all this? What do you do?
All right, so times were rolling, and Doug and I would constantly, have conversations about linking up. Yeah. So just one day we was like, all right, we're gonna do it. Let's push the pawn on the chessboard and see what happens.
Well, that was easy.
So so we collaborated, we formulated, and I pulled up at Olympus and I started pushing.
There you go.
And
all right,
there it is. Now we had the big three right here.
Yeah, there you go. Now y'all are very large men. So do you all compete? I know Patrick, you've competed.
Yes,
and
sir.
Doug, you've competed. I'm guessing you've competed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I figured as much. So what shows? Like I know what shows you've done, Patrick, but for those that don't.
So I've done the Battle at the River was my first show. Yeah. Night of Champions, Tennessee State show.
Okay, cool. How about you, Doug?
So I did my first show in 2001.
Oh, dang. Okay.
When I was 19.
Wow.
I competed all the way up until 2019. I think I've done a total. I've counted it the other day. I think I've done 18 shows.
Dang.
Yeah, and then but I haven't done anything in 5 years. Just 100% coach now.
So you prefer the coaching side now?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I get more joy out of my clients do well than when I competed. Yeah. So.
And by the way, follow Heavy D. Is it Heavy D Training on Instagram?
It's Heavy_D_training.
Okay, yeah, I was actually looking at it this morning, and you got some killer pictures of not only you but like your clients. Like you just posted one of the woman that her transformation. She looks amazing.
Yeah,
I don't remember her name. I'm sorry. One of your recent posts.
There's several. How long? Okay. Well, how long ago was it?
I think it was like your third post in or something like that.
Okay. Recent. It might have been the one yesterday from Pamela. It's very. Okay. That's probably what you're talking about.
It was a great transformation photo. I was like, dang, looking good.
Was it a back one?
No, it was a front one.
Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah. Probably. Is she getting ready for a show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, 2 weeks out.
2 weeks out. Dang.
Yeah.
Oh,
God. So I have one this weekend. I had one in Memphis, one this weekend, and then the next 4 weekends in a row. So I have a total of 17 this year.
Holy
17
moly.
shows. Yeah.
Gee, Pat, you going to compete again?
Hope my wife's not listening. I always bounce back and forth. Yeah, no. I go back and forth, and oddly enough, what I'm bringing to the table to Heavy D training is not going to be coaching competitors. More of the lifestyle people. I don't know yet. I'm gonna leave it there.
Yeah, I know we've had that discussion before because I've gone through the whole competing process, but I never actually competed. I admit it, it sucked, but I would get right to that point and I would feel I wasn't big enough or I wasn't lean enough, and I would withdraw, and I was all in my own head. But my biggest, I got to 298 pounds at one point, and I was like,
I remember those days.
And I was like, man, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. And it was just all messing with my head. But now I'm just kind of I just want to be in shape.
Big and lean.
But there is that little part that comes back. And I'm like,
I know. It's an itch that you can't scratch. That's the best way I can describe it.
I know. I turned 42 this year, but I look at friends of mine that are creeping up on, say, 50, for example, and they're in amazing shape. I'm like, I could still do this.
You got time.
I don't think you ever lose that itch. If you're a competitive person, you always have it.
I agree.
You always got one more in you.
Yeah,
always.
That's right. Yeah. Well, how about you, Cleve? What shows have you done before?
First of all, I start when it first started. Before I started competing, I was that dude that just I was 270, maybe 80 pounds at my heaviest.
Okay,
and we're talking about fat, out of shape, 4X shirt, 44, 46 waist, 48 sometimes. I was that dude that would come to the swimming pool with his shirt on. And one day I woke up and I said, you know what? I'm sick of this.
Nice.
I'm gonna do something about it.
Yeah.
So I started, going to the gym and learning and lifting and getting better and learning more and educating myself and reading and YouTubing and Instagramming and how they do it, and asking everybody around me every question I could ask, even if because I didn't know. If you don't know, you ask. There's no dumb question if you don't know.
Absolutely.
So time went by. Literally, time went by. I woke up and said, you know what? I'm gonna try this competing thing. Okay. So I would look at guys and see them and check out the trunks and be like, well, I don't know what these things. I don't know.
Yes, very awkward. Very awkward.
I was like, well, maybe I should go this route. As far as maybe I should try this type of competing. I was like, nah, I gotta wear the trunks. I gotta do it big.
There you go.
So, boom. One day I said, you know what? I'm gonna compete. So I started off. I did the Night of Champions. Okay, that was my first show. I said, okay, I like this. Boom. So then the next year rolled around. I said, I'm gonna try something different. So, boom, I did the Night of Champions again. I did the Tennessee State show. I said, you know what? Let's keep rolling. This is all in the same year. I did.
A lot of shows.
You did all that in 1 year?
2020? Yeah, that's right.
You did all that in 1 year?
Yeah, I did Knox Classic. I said, you know what? Let's try something else. Boom. So I did the Greater Valley show in Alabama. It was the first show that they ever had. So I said, I did four competitive shows that year just to get my feet wet.
How did you stay sane off that? I know what those diets are like.
Right.
How did you? Man, that's very impressive.
Well, what happened? Well, the way I stayed sane was that when I woke up and looked at myself while one place, people would say, "Hey, man, how did you get like that? I want to look like you." Yeah. I was like,
yes, there we go. I got it now.
That's only motivation.
Hell, you're your own testimonial for this.
It's on. So from that point on,
do you take that same approach with your clients and stuff? Because you see, you've been there, so you see that potential in people.
So since I've been in that shoe. And I know how it is when it comes to nutrition, when it comes to constantly going to the gym, not even going to the gym, working out. Yeah. All right. Or just anything in general. Yeah. When I talk to my clients, I say, look, it's just like going to work. Yeah. Okay. If you constantly go to work every day, you get better. Yeah, yeah. Now, depending on your job, you get a promotion. You move up.
I like that.
So it's different levels to this. Yeah. Start here, you keep climbing. Next thing you know, you're here.
Oh,
that's a good way to look at it.
That's a great way to put it.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, like I always say, sacrifices must be made in order to level up.
Podcast done. There you go. We're done.
That's it. That's a wrap, man. He put the bow on
awesome.
it.
I like that. damn, now I want to go work out.
Yeah.
I'm motivated.
Is it leg day today? What
Yeah,
we
right.
do?
Can we go to
Right?
some leg? Oh, wait. Hold on. We got Jen back there.
Come on, Jen. You ready?
Yeah, take us
Let's
through
go hit a leg
epic
day.
leg workouts. Dude, that's awesome. So, okay. So you train you're out of Carbon or Olympus?
I'm out of Olympus.
Olympus. I apologize, sir.
Yeah,
okay.
FD.
Oh, duh. Sorry. I was thinking Carbon earlier when we talked. That's why I came out. I'm sorry. So
no problem.
So do you guys work out at other gyms too, or just is that mostly?
I personally just work out at Olympus.
Okay. I
It's just
gotcha.
like home to me.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of gyms membership, so
I do the same. I float around too.
I do.
I'm a Golds fan myself. I've been there for so many years. I like
Yep.
it, but I admit Olympus has some equipment and Carbon has some equipment that I like.
They've
as
all
well.
got just something different.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Olympus has that squat rack, the red one, and I love that.
yeah, man.
I have bad knees.
Yeah.
And that one, I don't know, man. I could load 6-7 plates on that thing.
Oh, the Dynabody.
Yeah.
That red
yeah,
machine.
the red one. Yeah.
Yeah.
About the leg presses.
Yeah, I love that machine.
Yeah. My knees, fine. Anything else?
Get under a normal squat, and they're like, "What are you doing?"
Body
Yeah.
weight squats. I'm
Right,
like,
right.
Oh God, my knees.
Yeah,
There's something
yeah.
about that slight angle on that thing, man. My
It takes the pressure right off your knees.
Yes, love it.
All on the legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Actually, you know what? Speaking of that, I'm going to transition real quick. People with injuries like mine or shoulders, elbows, whatever the case may be, like, do you work with people like that, like rehabbing or anything like that? Or do you have people that have knee issues, and how do you approach that? But,
So if I were to train someone that had knee issues
Yeah.
that you're talking about, putting them under a traditional squat would not be something I would
Okay,
do. Right.
okay.
So
Gotcha.
I would have to tailor it to what kind of knee issues they were having.
Yeah.
If they had a recent tear,
Okay.
any kind of, heavy weight on a compressed movement or even getting under a leg extension too heavy.
yeah, I admit that was a total selfish question on my
Yeah.
part because I have bad knees and they
Yeah.
suck.
No,
so.
well, I mean, it's educational.
Yeah, mine. Oh man, it's horrible. I just recently started doing that sled where you pull it backwards. They say it's supposed to be for your knee. So far, so good.
It works.
I was like, my knees don't hurt. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I could do that. But back to the training part. So you're expanding heavy D training.
Yep.
You're going online part, and then you're doing more of lifestyle stuff, right?
So Cleve and Patrick, they train, just lifestyle
Got it.
clients.
Okay.
And then I train all the competitors. I do have lifestyle clients as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do all their one-on-one training there at Olympus.
Okay. So like lifestyle, is that more of a break that down for me?
Your soccer mom, somebody that they don't care about competing. They just want to
Okay.
be healthy, look
yeah.
good, and they just want to be healthy.
Yeah.
Maybe everybody has different goals, but for the most part, most people want to lose body fat, put on a little bit of muscle.
Okay.
But kind of on that lifestyle subject too, you get a lot of people that like Doug was saying, just wants to get in better shape, but they don't know where to go, where to start, how to get there. So we try to be the navigation point between them, the gym, and the equipment, how to properly use
Okay.
it, keep them safe at the same time.
Yeah. How are you approaching that with the online part?
So on the online part, being just dumbbells and bands, we're not going to be doing anything that's going to, any heavy squats or leg press. We don't have any equipment that's going to be involved.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot of high volume, high repetition, and it's going to aim towards the ones who just want to get in better shape.
Yeah.
And we're only charging $10 a session
Oh, really?
for that, and it's going to be 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
5 a.m. to 6, and then 6 a.m. to 7.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So
Yeah. So it's all online. Do they like log in?
it's
okay.
going to be a Zoom link will be sent to them via
Yeah.
email. They'll click on it and we'll all jump in together.
Okay.
So I'm going to be running this class solely just me.
Yeah.
I'll be in there doing the movements as well. Don't get me wrong,
gotcha.
but for the most part, I'll be overseeing, making sure everybody's got proper form. And
Yeah. So are you doing that out of like a home gym so it matches people that are on the Zoom? Or
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah. We thought about switching sceneries up every now and then just to
Yeah,
throw
yeah.
everyone off, keep everybody
there
on
you
their
go.
toes. But for the most part, I wanted to be structured around that. Everybody being at home and feeling that same effect.
I would love to see you on the Greenway doing yoga. Or something.
Man, I got you. Man. I got you.
Be like downward dog.
I got you. Yeah, like a don't look.
You see me out in the
Right.
bushes filming. Be like, I
Yeah.
got you.
Like,
I
don't
got
look,
you.
there's John to the left.
Don't look. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you got the online part, but for those that want more of the gym atmosphere or that need that personal push, that's where you come in, right?
Yes.
That's what you're doing? Okay, cool. And so, dude, how can people sign up for this? Is it on the website? Can they just come in and see you at the gym? Or
They can either DM me,
okay.
Patrick, or Cleve for that.
Okay, cool.
My Instagram handle is heavy_D_training.
Okay.
Patrick, what's yours?
Mine is heavydonline.com.
If they go on Instagram, they can just pull up Cleve Jackson.
There you go. All right. I'll link all those. By the
and
way.
they can get me on Instagram as well.
Okay, so they can message any one of you.
Anyone else.
All right, cool. That's awesome. Do you have a website up or anything people can check out? Or
Yeah, it's heavydtraining.com.
easy enough. I'll link that too, so people can see that. But okay, cool. Well, I'm interested to see how this turns out because I mean, known you for a long time. I've seen you at the gym before, and then Patrick, like I said, we've known. So the wealth of knowledge here for those tuning in, watching, or listening is I can't even imagine how many years experience between
Lots of years.
So
20. Well, I've been doing. I started doing it part-time 23 years ago.
Yeah.
And I've been doing this full-time for 10 years.
Nice.
So total of 23 years.
I do want to emphasize one thing, just because I know this arena right here. Now, people watching may see a bunch of big dudes, right? But the amount of knowledge and nutrition that they have to know to get to where they're at. I mean, you guys got to pick apart diets, macros, blah, 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 blah. So,
that's right.
It's, I don't want anybody to see big muscular guys and be intimidated, as think of this as more of a wealth of knowledge that they can help you get to wherever you're going. So whether it's online, in person, or if somebody wants to train for a competition.
Yeah,
that's right.
You got all the above here, right? So that's awesome. So what is you said like, the lifestyle part, your ideal client for those watching.
For the lifestyle client?
Yeah, for the lifestyle, and then the competition one we'll do next.
Yeah, most people, like this, I call them soccer moms.
Okay.
The ones that just want to lose a little bit of fat, stay in shape, nothing real serious, not a serious meal plan. That would be what I consider lifestyle.
Okay.
And then, competition's obviously way more strict than that.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean by lifestyle is they're not really wanting to compete.
Okay.
They're just wanting to stay healthy, get in shape. That's the difference between the two.
How do you? I'm just curious because I know how like Patrick and I would hold each other accountable. I mean, I'd get 4:30 a.m. texts from this guy before. Hey, where you at?
I'm up.
Coming to the gym? Yeah, I'm there. Getting up at 3:30, eating. I remember all that stuff. So how do you hold your clients accountable?
So I have my check-ins every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Now, if they're competing in a show, once they reach 12 weeks out, we do it weekly.
Yeah.
And then it gets closer to the show. It can become every other day and even daily sometimes.
Okay.
So I go by their last name Monday through Friday. So like the first 5 letters of the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, they know to check in on Monday.
Oh, okay.
And then it goes like that, F, G, H, I, and then goes down the week like that. They check in. So they just send me a video or picture of their front, side, back, and then there's about 9 questions that I have them answer on their email.
Okay.
And then I change things based off their progress and feedback.
Yeah. I got to ask, I'm curious on this one. So I had a trainer I worked with many, many, many years ago. He was very good, but he ended up moving to Knoxville, I think it was. But I would send my pictures in and he would update. This is back when I wanted to compete, right? But he would literally look at my pictures and he goes, "You're holding water. What'd you eat?"
Oh, yeah.
But I would think I'd look at myself and I looked leaner. He goes, "You're holding water. What'd you?" I'm like, "How can you? What?"
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
If you've been doing this long enough, you can tell.
Really?
And know their body, yeah.
You ever have people come up and when you're training clients back, "Hey, what'd you?" And they just kind of nothing.
Nothing.
Well, I had, a couple of tacos, and then we went over here. My mom wanted me to try
One
this
thing led
cake,
to another.
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, I tried to play it off. It's like, man, I couldn't resist. I had some extra peanut butter. And he's like, "That's more than peanut butter. What did you eat?" I'm like, "All right, I had a Papa John's pizza." He's like, "Yeah, I thought so. No cheat meal for you this week." I'm like, God. That's hard, man. The diets you got to go through.
It is. It's tough.
Yeah. How do you guys stay sane when you go through? Because I know it was hard for me. Like, when you go through those extreme diets, like,
What helps me is I'm a big believer in refeed meals.
okay,
And then too, everybody goes through sugar cravings. There's certain tricks you can do to curb the sugar craving. Diet sodas was always my thing. If I was really craving something,
yeah,
that, and then a couple other things. But I think looking forward to that refeed meal is what got me through.
The light at the end of the tunnel.
I remember the refeed or the cheat meals. I remember like the second I was done, because I always had them on a Saturday, and then the second I was done, I would start counting the days. Like,
You could have your next
6 more days, and I'm there. Like, that's all I got. Just get it through it. Or I would get one, either Diet Coke or Coke Zero a day. That's what I was allowed up to a certain point, and then it was like, nope.
I think it's important to find a diet that's sustainable also. I mean, if you right away just go to keto, you're going to lose a lot of body fat, but that's not sustainable.
Yeah.
and you're just not going to have enough energy.
Or cutting carbs out completely.
Oh, yeah.
Not sustainable.
Yeah, one of the years when I did that, I remember the trainer I was working with, I said, man, use me as an experiment if you want to try something with a diet. We did a 16-week keto diet.
Ooh.
And it was the worst thing I've ever done.
I've done that before.
Miserable. Have you? Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I got lean. I mean, I was really lean, but it was horrible. And I was flattened out, and I was thirsty all the time.
I bet.
Oh, my God, it was horrible.
I think it's important to keep all the macros in, protein, carbs, and fats, and only cut it out when you need to.
Yeah.
Try to keep them in as long as possible. Mm-hmm. Start cutting back, and then when you have to completely pull it out, you still need the carbs or fats for energy. And I mean, everybody responds differently as well. So you just got to learn that body, learn the person's body.
A lot of mindset, man.
Yeah.
A lot of mindset.
When you're training people in the gym, then you ever have them come in, like we were joking off camera about Jen. She came in that one day and was like, all right, I'm feeling good. And then you just like take them through the ringer just to prove a point.
Yeah, they're fired up, and we'll get to it. And then next thing you know,
they're just laying on the ground.
All the gas is out.
All the gas is out. But we got a good one in.
Yeah.
But when they left the gym, they knew they were there.
That's right. They got their money's worth.
Yeah, that's right. I mean,
money's worth.
Cleve will motivate you too.
Oh, yeah?
I've seen him work.
Are you that dude in there? Come on! Screaming.
Depending on the person, I've seen him do both.
Man, and I think that's important for trainers, and I see it in a lot of today's training inside a lot of gyms. Like I mentioned before, I'm members in a lot of places, and I think it's important that the trainer stays on that one-on-one level and keeps everything a solid connection. Yeah. Seen Cleve train many times, Doug trained plenty of times. You don't see them distracted by what's going on around them, right? It's very personable.
Yeah.
And I think that's important when choosing a trainer is take a look around, take a look how people are training people. And
I admit I've seen that at the gym. Jen and I were talking about that not too long ago. We saw a trainer at the gym, and he was just on his phone.
Oh man,
I was like, dude, are you even giving your?
That's my biggest pet peeve. Seeing a trainer or seeing them eat.
I'm right there with him, man.
Like
that's something new. Yeah. I don't know when that started.
I mean, if that person's paying you good money, that's my number one rule. They already know you don't eat while you're training a person. They're already paying you good money.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, paying good money, like give them your time. But
that's right.
We saw that dude on the phone, and I almost wanted to say something like, man, that's not cool. But I am going to ask one thing. Another thing Jen and I were joking about. Yeah. So obviously, I get when you do it for a living. Totally get it. But Fitstagram, right? The people that are in there with their tripod. We see this at Gold's, and people, I get it. If you're doing it, you're competing, your progress, you want to motivate. Totally get it. I mean, we've done it before too. Hell, we used to do it.
Yeah.
But like we see it a lot at Gold's where like the young kids, and they're going around. I mean, they'll bring in a whole tripod setup and all this
camera
stuff.
crew, the whole nine. Yeah.
And you're like, come on, like that's good.
I think there's some people that come in there just for the selfie.
You think so?
Yeah.
I witnessed a guy one time walk in the sauna, get good and covered up with sweat, take a picture, and was out.
It's cardio today.
Or load up the leg press machine, take a picture, and out.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that one. Yeah.
Worked up to 20 plates today.
Yeah. Or then they sit in it and they like lock out their legs, but it's still racked.
Right.
Like, oh, that was a good one today. I'm like, you didn't even push it. What the hell?
Lightweight.
Most of that, I think it's just a new generation thing.
You think so?
Because of social media.
Yeah, I gotcha. Like I said, I totally understand it. Like with progress pictures or like your clients, you want to motivate and all that. I mean, like I said, we've done that before. But I had a guy. I was incline pressing dumbbells one time, and young kid filming another kid, and he came by and he stepped on my foot as I'm pressing.
Oh,
and I was just like. Thankfully, I didn't have like a ton of weight or anything. Yeah. But I'd stop, I'd put it down. I said, look, really, dude?
Poke the bear on that one.
And he just turned, he goes, sorry, man. I was like, and he just walked out. I was like, dude, don't, like, come on, man.
Yeah, and I agree. And you'll see them with their tripod set up, and you walk by it, and they're offended that you walked in front of the camera. But, I mean, I'm honestly not looking for that.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming on and talking about
absolutely.
All this thing. So you got, what was it, HeavyDTraining.com if they want to go online?
Yeah, most people will contact me through Instagram.
Okay, Instagram. Okay.
Heavy_D_training.
Okay, and they can contact all three of you through Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll link all those below for you.
And to make it easy, if they wanted to just contact straight through Doug.
Yeah.
Either way.
Cool. Well, before we close out, you guys want to throw anything out there for people? You got a lot of viewers and listeners. Whatever you want.
Just one more time about the online class, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 to 6, 6 to 7. It's going to be $10 per session. We're going to split those 3 days up with upper body, full bodies, lower body workouts. It's going to be a great time.
Cool. All right. The training part, if anybody wants to.
Yeah, if anybody wants to train one-on-one, you can just contact me through Instagram or email dougporterfield@hotmail.com, and I can set you up with either Patrick or Cleve or myself. So either one, we'll take care of you.
That's right. And Cleve, you do them all in gym stuff, so you take care of everybody that way.
Yeah.
All right. You know, and I admit, I've always wanted to do a training like montage video.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go epic leg day.
Ooh. There we go.
That would be brutal.
Now you're
Trying
talking.
to film that. Oh,
Now you're talking.
dude, we should do that.
All four of us.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
Let's do it.
Oh, God, take easy on my knees. I can't.
Wait a minute, Jen, you got to come fired up. You're coming too.
Oh, she'll be the
Yeah.
Dude, we should do that.
Let's
You
do
wanna
it.
that?
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Let's
Okay,
plan
we
it.
can do it. Oh, God.
1,000 pounds of beef.
I was
Yeah.
going to.
Come on now.
That's what we got.
Just let me know I got to get the biofreeze.
Right, rub down
Go
the
ahead
leg.
and prime
I
up.
get ready. I got to prime up.
Prime
That's
up,
right.
Cleve.
Get my leg wrapped. Oh, God. I don't know what the hell I just got myself into on that one. It's going to be brutal.
We'll have a great time.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, well, we'll make that happen. Cool. So, but for everybody listening, watching, we appreciate you tuning in as always. We appreciate it, and we'll see you all in the next one.